Utah company Banjo is under fire after CEO Damian Patton admits to being part of a white supremacist group in Tennessee back in 1990. Court documents reveal he was the driver in an attack against a synagogue. ABC4 investigator Jason Wynn tells us how much the state spent on contracts with Banjo.
We believe that the blacks and the Jews are taking over America, and it's our job to take America back for the white race, Patton testified at trial, describing his beliefs while carrying out the crime.
These documents were basically hiding in plain sight.
Investigator Matt Stroud found the old court document showing what Patton believed back in the early 90s. He posted an article about Patton's secret past on Medium's 1-0. The article states Patton had ties to the Dixie Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
And so reading that description in Patton's own voice, which it was in the grand jury testimony and then in the later trial testimony, was really scary.
On January 9, 1990, court documents reveal Patton and a Klans leader drove to a synagogue near Nashville to shoot at it.
It was obviously meant to intimidate, and the description of the act involves being connected to a violent group of racists.
In a statement, Patton tells ABC4 News, "I'm deeply ashamed of my actions and do not hold any of these beliefs, which I find abhorrent and indefensible." The Utah Attorney General's office telling us it's suspending the use of Banjo, wanting a third-party audit because of the data privacy and possible bias issues.
So the $750,000 contract has supposedly been suspended. The $20 million contract is still on the books.
DPS confirming its contract with Banjo Tuesday night. A spokesman says it's a joint law enforcement contract where $1.5 million was spent on infrastructure to record UDOT cameras, plus $850,000 for software support each year until the contract reaches $20 million. The contract is now under review in its first year. In Salt Lake County, I'm Jason Wynn, ABC4 News.
Spokesman with Banjo responding today. To see that statement, head over to our website, abc4.com. The NAACP of Utah also responding, demanding action, saying in a statement, quote, "With Patton's past affiliation with the KKK and his experience with surveillance, it is extremely alarming as to the data that he has acquired. The NAACP is urging that a thorough investigation is done to finding out if any of his data was done to track minorities and other unlawful activities."